Okay, so to wrap up this lovely evening of fantastic training and great ideas for building just an incredible birthday month. You know, birthday month I always think of as that time where not only we're challenging ourselves, but it's where we all work together for a bigger common goal. I tend to work better that way. You know, I'll do more for someone else than I will for myself. So it's neat to be part of a team that's going towards a bigger goal. And as team leaders, you know, that's something that each of you have a piece of that pie that's going to factor into Bravo's big organization goal. So take some pride in that. You know, it's a big month where you can have a lot of pride in saying, we're representing, you know, my team is representing, no matter how big, small, it doesn't matter. You know, my first team meeting had myself and Wendy sitting at my kitchen table and Shelly. And there was three, just us three right there. That was the very first team meeting. And 9.5 years later, you know, it's grown to be a big team and have lots of success. So just go into birthday month with the idea that we're all working together. That's really exciting. So now, what does that mean to us? Well, the other side of working together towards these big goals is we're going to have big paychecks, right? So yes?
Yes.
Lots of big paychecks. And I love the numbers. You know, y'all know I like the numbers. I like to crunch the numbers. I think it's great to set a goal about how much money you want to make, because when and then you translate that into, okay, what do I need to do to make that happen? So you have to start off with how much money do you want to make, and then secondly, why do you want to make that money? What do you want to do with it? Do you want to buy a piano? You know, like Diane said. Do you want to take your family on a great summer vacation? I love that Tupperware moved birthday month to April. We can get our money right then. We've got the rest of the summer to get going and spend that money that we're going to be able to make in April. So that's really nice. So what I have for each of you is a way for you to calculate how can you write your own paycheck. How can you make that happen? And these are the numbers all crunched for you, which is always fun, right? You don't have to crunch any numbers. What you do is, at the top of it, you just choose the level that you're at with your business. Are you a manager, star manager, DIQ? What column do you want to be paid as for the month of April, for birthday month? What column do you want to be paid as? And then you can see how your income changes based on the number of PQRs that you have. Who can tell me what a PQR is? I know we all know this, but we have to say it again. Personal qualified recruit, which is a recruit who has $450 in sales in their first 30 days. So you can see where, look, if I'm a star manager, when I'm a star manager and I have minimum team sales to qualify a star manager of $4,000 in sales that month, and I have 3 PQRs, my bonus is going to be an extra $270 versus 0 PQRs of $120. That's just money Tupperware is willing to give us extra above and beyond all the other bonuses that we have. So the first level of income is going to be where your team bonus is going to be. Figure out where that's going to be. Which level do you want to be paid as? So you fill in that box in that first little top section. And then the next thing is below on the bottom. You know, you can definitely add some more above that 5,000. So we can go to the 10 and 15,000 level income. But if you can pick there, which level do you see your business at personally? So we make money personally with our personal sales, and that's going to include your bonus, and then also with your team sales. So you can add these two together and figure out where do you want to be, and at the very top you can write why. What's your goal to do that? And this is something where you can put up at your desk or wherever on your refrigerator, whatever you want, getting your family to commit with you at the same time, knowing that you've got an extra time commitment above and beyond what you typically would do in a month. You know, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We can all work a little extra harder for a month towards a goal that is something that we want. So you have to want it. You know, that's really important. You have to make sure you want that to happen. So what does your family want? If your kids, you tell your kids, I'm going to, last year, I remember telling my kids, I'm going to buy everyone a season pass to Splash Town. Well, for 6 of us, you know, I don't know, it was definitely over $1,000. So it was, okay, well, what are we going to do to make that happen? So it was, okay, for the next 4 parties that I hold, this money's going to go to that. So when I went to work, and I learned a long time ago, I don't say I'm going to a party, I say I'm going to work. When I go to work, I say, okay, this is one party, we need 3 more, and we're going to get those passes. So they're excited that we're leaving. It's buy-in. It's them being excited that they're a part of this goal as well. So on the bottom, once you've figured out how much money you want to make, I already put in there for you, it's April of 2012. Congratulations on a great birthday month. I want you to fill in right there, what's your paycheck going to look like? How much money are you going to make? Write yourself a big fat paycheck, and this is your goal. This is how you're going to set your goal and what you're going to shoot for. I love what Diane said. It's like you don't even want to write it down. It makes your stomach hurt so badly. That's so true. It's so true. It's like, because it makes you vulnerable. It makes you say, you know, who wants to say, oh yeah, I'm going to sell 10,000 and then not sell 10,000? You don't want to be the loser. But nobody, I mean, you're going to be a winner no matter what. My goodness, what if you don't make the 10,000 and you happen to sell 7? Okay, I didn't see anyone sell $7,000 last month, so I'm thinking you're still going to be the star. So why not go for it? All right, so in closing, I have a little thing that I wanted to read you guys. It's called Leaving the City of Regret. I had not really planned on taking a trip this time of year, and yet I found myself packing rather hurriedly. This trip was going to be unpleasant, and I knew in advance that no real good would come of it. I'm talking about my annual guilt trip. I got tickets to fly there on Wish I Had Airlines. It was an extremely short flight. I got my baggage, which I could not check. I chose to carry it myself all the way. It was weighted down with 1,000 memories of what might have been. No one greeted me as I entered the terminal to the Regret City International Airport. I say international because people from all over the world came to this dismal town. As I checked into the last resort hotel, I noticed that they would be hosting this year's most important event, the annual pity party. I wasn't going to miss that great social occasion. Many of the town's leading citizens would be there. First, there would be the Dunn family, you know, should have, would have, could have. Then came the I Had family. You probably know old Wish and his clan. Of course, the opportunities would be present, missed, and lost. The biggest family would be the Yesterdays. There are far too many of them to count, but each one would have a very sad story to share. Then Shattered Dreams would surely make an appearance, and It's Their Fault would regale us with stories, excuses, about how things had failed in his life. And each story would be loudly applauded by, Don't Blame Me, and I couldn't help it. Well, to make a long story short, I went to this depressing party knowing that there would be no real benefit in doing so. And as usual, I became very depressed. But as I thought about all the stories of failures brought back from the past, it occurred to me that all of this trip and subsequent pity parties could be canceled by me. I started to truly realize that I did not have to be there. I didn't have to be depressed. One thing kept going through my mind. I can't change yesterday, but I do have the power to make today a wonderful day. I can be happy, joyous, fulfilled, encouraged, as well as encouraging. Knowing this, I left the City of Regret immediately and left no forwarding address. Am I sorry for my mistakes I've made in the past? Yes. But there's no physical way to undo them. So if you're planning a trip back to the City of Regret, please cancel all of your reservations now. Instead, take a trip to a place called Starting Again. I liked it so much, I have now taken up permanent residence. My neighbors, the I Forgive Myself and the New Starts are so helpful. By the way, you don't have to carry around all your heavy baggage because the load is lifted from your shoulders upon arrival. God bless you in finding this great town. If you can find it, it's in your own heart. Please look me up. I live on the I Can Do street. So, have no regret. Have a great birthday month.